How you doing, Matt?
Good. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic, man. Is it a great day where you are?
It's always a great day where I am. If you believe that or not, I don't know.
Dude, this collection of music, I mean, this to me is what summer rock is all about.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, no, we were really stoked when we were putting it together. So yeah, no, we like the way it came out.
Did it happen one after another, or was this bringing pieces together to make sure that it did, it became this gigantic puzzle?
Well, again, our first two albums came along, and then COVID hit.
Yeah,
kind of shut us down a little bit. So we were all in like the writing mode during that time period. So it was kind of like put together during that period where we were just spending a lot of time writing and throwing ideas back and forth at each other. And then again, what we do is we collaborate. Once we'll get a demo from one of the guys, or myself will put a demo out there, and then they'll collaborate on top of this. So it's kind of like a continuous process that we follow. But yeah, it was over a period of time that the third album was put together.
What do you learn from a situation like that when you had all that time available during the COVID lockdown? Because, I mean, going forward, I hope we never have to go through anything like that ever again, but we've got to be able to have the strength and energy as creative people to create open space to do the writing.
Yeah, no, it kind of like allowed it to happen that way because of, the lockdown. But it's probably more of a flowing process or a quicker process. When we're on the road or if we're playing out and say we're at sound check, and maybe I'll come up with a riff and I'll throw the riff out there and the band will hear that and start elaborating off it. And a lot of the writing's done that way also too, but there's two different methods, either, on our own and then making demos and sharing those demos with the other people in the band, or it's just when we're all together, kind of writing spontaneously.
Yeah. Speaking of those riffs, my God, it's alive in the song "Go."
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that's a driving riff. I kind of came up with the opening riff on that one, and I kind of just laid it out there for the guys, and they just fed off of it, and it kind of put that one together pretty quickly.
I was always a big fan growing up of the riffs, and the reason being is because you'd go to the nearest guitar store, and everybody would be in there just practicing their favorite part of a song. And then now to hear that Sam Ash is disappearing, it's like, wait a second, this is going to affect the future of music.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Again, I remember in my younger days too, you go to the local music store and you'd be jamming and you'd hear other people jamming too. And you would hear whether they're doing someone else's material, or I was always the guy that was playing his own riffs. So I wasn't really trying to do anybody else. I always wanted to be myself. So I go into the music store and I would jam my own riffs out there and see if I can catch anybody's attention.
Oh my God, I can so relate with that, because with our band, that's what we did in high school, and they would never hire us to do a prom or homecoming because we nobody knew our music. And it's like, I don't care. I'm not going to do a cover song.
No, you're exactly right. We were kind of along those lines too. Well, at least me and my brother Mark, who've been playing in bands since we were in grade school together, and we would always want to do. We always wanted to strive for doing our own material. And I don't know, I just felt that was the big part of music to me, is to express yourself and express your own style and your own thoughts through music.
Yeah. I'll tell you the song that I've got my eye on, only because I really think that some good rock needs to make its way back to top 40 radio stations as well as adult top 40 stations. And that song is Mountain.
Yeah. You know what? A little thing about Mountain, that came right at the end.
Really?
We were. Oh yeah, no, that was. We had some other tracks that we didn't feel, they're good, but I wonder if we can come up with something else. And so Mountain was just like a last ditch thing. We say, hey, let's try this one, because Andy put together a demo on the chorus for that song. And we thought the chorus was very strong. So then we started writing the other parts to the song. And yeah, that was the last one that we recorded for that album. And it was right before, not too long before the release, that we actually finished it up.
It's always that one. It's like, I think I got one more in me. Let's just do one more for the heck of it.
That's how that was. We heard Andy sent out a demo of the chorus, and we're going, that's different. What can we do with this? And we developed the song. Yeah, that's how it went down.
Oh my God! So many listeners, they think, beginning, middle, and end. Okay, you got to start with the beginning. Oh, I can't do music because I can't get a beginning going. And yet, it starts off with the chorus, and all of a sudden, your song starts to take shape.
Yeah. No, it's sometimes it works out that way. Now, again, it's not all the time, but in this particular case, yeah, that's how it worked out. It kind of grew as it went along.
Do you think that the album cover speaks to the soul, the human soul? Because I would love to have that poster.
Of the stop sign or the stoplight?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it says go. It's motivational. It's go. And, and how many times do we tell people that? Don't stop, go.
Well, that's the symbolizing with the stoplight or a stoplight there. That when it's green, what do? You hit the gas. You go.
So do you feel like that you're part of the Calvary in the way that this nation, as well as the music world, is in the digital EDM day, or AI is taking over, but yet you guys have got this great rock that is just standing out?
Well, again, we're maybe a little bit more traditional in our approach to rock. And again, it's what we like. Again, there's good stuff out there. Now, is it digitally generated? Is it electronic? Is it AI? I guess there's good in everything that's out there. But again, you got to be true to what you're into, what you feel. And this is how we feel. This is how we like to put our music across. So it just works for us.
Arrival of June. This is a highway song.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I think we're trying to push maybe possibly for a video for that one.
Really?
That evolved. That was Andy's demo too, that we kind of gravitated towards, because it was a little different than what we were usually putting out, and we liked it for that fact. We liked the diversity of it, and it was just a little off center from maybe what we were originally doing on the first two albums.
Yeah, it's stuck to my thinking, and all of a sudden I'm singing along. And it's like, wait, this is what music is supposed to be doing. It develops inside the listener.
Exactly. I've always said that too. And I was like that too. When you do a lot of interviews and people ask you about your music, they always want to know, what were you thinking when you wrote it? And what I always say is, well, when you hear it, what are you thinking? Because that's what really counts. It doesn't matter what I was thinking when I wrote it. It matters, what does it make you feel? What are you thinking? And that's what music's about. It becomes more personal for you. And it's about what you're thinking at that time. So you can make it into anything you want to make it into.
Yeah. See, you bring up a really good point in the way that I always want to talk with a listener that where were you at when you first heard it? Did you take a walk and listen to it again through your earbuds? Because I swear that when the environment changes, so does the interpretation of the song.
Oh yeah, very much so. I'm like that too. If I hear something interesting, I'm the first guy to pop in the earbuds and go for a walk. I just feed off of that. Yeah, it's cool.
Wow. For the song Monster, did that bass beat start things off, or was it part of the original idea before that lead guitar was brought in?
No, it was the chug. The chug brought that thing on. Andy came up with that chug, and we just kind of thought, okay, that is cool. So that's how Monster came to be. It's just that chugging, robotic rhythmic sound at the beginning,
Yeah. See, that's what I think about this modern day age of music, is the fact that it's almost like the artist has more room to explore. It's not like going into the studio and you've got Mr. Martin over there and the Beatles in the other studio where it's his imagination that's bringing things together.
Mm-hmm.
And today's bands get to say, no, wait a second, I'm in control. Let's bring our own thoughts into this.
Well, yeah, I think it's a collaboration, and I think everybody has to have a good portion of the input in order for you to translate what you want to put across.
Yeah. When it comes to the music from this album, how much of it gets to go to that live stage? Because I think the song You Say would be a great one.
Yeah, no, again, we're getting ready for that. We got some shows coming up. And I think we're always kind of cautious not to load it up too much with the newer material. But I'm sure we're going to be doing at least 3 or 4 off the new album. We'll lace them in. And then, again, as we move along and we see, the response we're getting from the number of downloads, we kind of look at the demographics and more, how many people are downloading each song. And we'll know which ones we should probably put into the set, because those seem to be the ones that people are listening to the most.
Yep. Yeah. I was wondering if you guys played that game, because a lot of comedians do the same exact thing, where they've got to look at their analytics and find out, okay, I'm traveling to this city. This is what's been going on because this is what research has shown me.
Well, yeah, the data's there for a reason, and I guess we should use it to our advantage. I don't see why we wouldn't. Again, we like to play every song, but again, if we're going to Cleveland and they want to hear You Say, we'll play You Say.
Listeners are going to hate me if I don't bring up the song Come Alive, because, this one right here is the one that so many people are familiar with right now.
Yeah. Come Alive is, off the second album there. That was, I thought, a real interesting. We did an interesting video, too, with a producer from Italy, in fact. I don't know if you had a chance to see that, but if you get to check that one out. But yeah, that was an interesting song. It's another one that, again, it's always in the set. It's always in the set.
Well, see, I've always enjoyed watching the video, but I also like listening to it without the video, because when I'm watching the pictures, I'm starting. It's like going into a movie and you're being shown a storyline. Whereas when I listen to the music all by itself through the earbuds, it's like, oh my God, my head is creating the dang video.
Well, that's what we want. That's what music is about. It's for you to use that sound you're hearing, and then your mind should create whatever you think you want to put into that music. That's what I feel.
Yeah. All right, we got to talk about God Save the Queen, because I feel like there's a little bit of punk going on in this. Was there?
There's a lot of bit of punk going on. Again, when I was younger, I was totally into it. I was into slamming punk, and in fact, like it or not, it was my idea to put it on. So.
No, it's catchy, man, because it's different. That's the thing I like about it. It's got its own little personality. It's like the kid sitting over in the corner going, "Yeah, look at me, look at me."
Yeah. No, it was something I was into at a young age, and I just thought it would be cool to throw on the album, and I talked the other guys into it.
Wow. So where can people go to find out more about the album, but more importantly, to buy merchandise? Because that's the one thing I really want to push. Get the merchandise.
Well, again, you can go to our website, which is theoutfit.rocks, and that will link you to all the different merch sites or anything else you might need. So you want to go to theoutfit.rocks, ROCKS.
You say you're getting ready to go out on that tour. Are you going to come down to the Carolinas?
We'll try to. Right now, we're doing some Midwest shows.
Okay.
And we're hoping to get something going. Usually we do a West Coast, East Coast. I'm going to tell you the truth. We've never really gone down south yet. And that's something we're looking to do. So if we can string together a nice little group of shows down south, we definitely will. But the Carolinas would be a great place to play.
Yeah, we just had a huge music festival down here with Stevie Nicks and Post Malone and stuff. I'd love to see you guys on that damn live stage.
Oh, we'd love to come down there and play for you guys. We'd love it. Again, we like to express our music live also too. Again, we feed off of that. That kind of helps us even create even more.
Absolutely. Please come back to the show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you, dude.
Well, I appreciate that, and thank you very much for having me. And I appreciate you enjoying the album, and I really thank you for the opportunity to be on the show.
Oh, it's gonna go camping with me, and when I go camping, we're gonna have it there, and we're gonna be playing it.
Sounds good to me.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Will do. You too.